The month of November marks the first anniversary of Ethiopia's Oromo protests. The demonstrations were sparked by a government plan to expand the capital Addis Ababa into neighboring Oromo towns and villages. Last month, the protest turned violent, leading to over 50 deaths, 11,000 arrests, and foreign-owned companies being destroyed. And as the BBC's Emmanuel Ligunza now reports, some foreign investors are questioning their future in one of Africa's fastest growing economies.
This is a factory that's now back on its feet, just weeks after angry protesters attacked it. The Turkish-owned electrical company suffered $6 million worth of damage plus lost revenue, but it is now resuming operations.
This was our human resource department, so they came and destroyed, took all the materials, the office materials, documents, and they burned it.
It was among nearly 50 textile companies and flower farms that were burnt down in October across Oromia and Amara regions, where demonstrations have been raging. The violent protests, which led to 11,000 arrests, have badly shaken investor confidence.
They trusted the country, they trusted the policy, they trusted the security, they trusted the people. So now, all of a sudden, they have lost most of their trusts because they have lost their property and they have lost financially and morally also. So it needs, the government needs to support them because they are somehow frustrated.
The government says it is doing just that, supporting investors to get back to business without fear. There is even talks of compensation, tax breaks and other incentives for those affected. The government has declined to give exact figures of how badly the economy has been affected, even as some businesses remain unsure of their future here in Ethiopia. Around this area alone, dozens of factories were affected by the protests, including this textile factory. We were here a few weeks ago and saw the extent of the damage. It's one of the few that has still not yet resumed operations. Now, how are you going to help these factories to get back on their feet?
The government is providing full support at this moment, including facilitating bank loans and providing the necessary. We're doing our best to bring them back to operation, and we believe we can do this in a very short time. At the town level, we're also providing them with all the necessary support. At the government level, we are also helping them either in monetary terms or with materials.
The Ethiopian authorities say that despite the protests, they expect another year of impressive economic growth. But critics say this development model should not be at the expense of people's civil rights. Emmanuel Ligunza, BBC News, Addis Ababa.
Well, with me now is a representative of the Oromo Liberation Front in the UK, Dr. Bersisa Berry. Dr. Berry, why are you targeting foreign investments?
We are not targeting foreign investment. The Oromo people are asking their rights peacefully, and our target is the government, military institutions, and the security networks, not private and foreign investors. We've just seen in
that report where foreign companies have actually been damaged, and some of them have not even resumed work weeks later.
Yeah, in the attack, because the government is very violent, in the process of protesting, it may be damaged because the damage comes from the government side. The Oromo people has no any weapon with which they damage the properties. Who can damage the property is the government who has armed it.
Well, a lot of the damage that we see there is, arson, stones being thrown. Obviously, that's the kind of violence that protesters get up to. But by doing that, aren't you just hurting your own people? I mean, I think it's a bit disingenuous of you to say that the government is actually attacking these companies only to try and give them money to restart their work.
The thing is the government is killing human beings. They are worrying about the property. Which one is more expensive? They are shooting a live bullet on people and killing them. At that time, people has to protect themselves by throwing stones. But throwing stones doesn't damage the factories and properties. Who damage the properties is the ammunition they are shooting on people, actually.
We have spoken to some people, I must say, some of your Oromo people on the ground in Ethiopia. They say that the reason why they are targeting foreign investments, it's because it brings attention to the cause of the Oromo people. But here he is saying you're not targeting them at all. Who should we believe?
No, we don't need attention, actually. The marginalization and the separation itself is an attention. Oromo people are standing to protect their right. We don't need any attention. Everybody knows that the Ethiopian government is brutal for the last 25 years and killing innocent people, a lot of people killing without any reason.
But the government says, I mean, that the reason why they come on you so hard is because your protests are violent.
No, the government is violent and the people are protecting themselves. When somebody come and kill you, you don't just keep quiet. You at least throw something you have in your hand.
Just very quickly, Dr. Berry, for the benefit of foreign investors, will the Oromo people stop attacking foreign investments?
He never stopped attack before, and we are not targeting the foreign investors. Our target is the government security network and the military and command posts who are killing with live ammunition to people.